I don't see the point in making a tweet that you know is gonna get the media's attention, is gonna stir the pot. You know it's gonna do it. He's literally sitting in his car, in his house, wherever he's at, know what's gonna happen, and he purposely does it. And
Leo stirred up right now.
this
You got Leo stirred up.
No,
Money is nice, championships are better. Winning is the only thing that matters. And that's something that I've always said. I had a purpose before everybody had an opinion. It's not about anybody else. So I just keep my focus singularly on the collective.
Do you ever see
Here's the problem. To trade AJ Brown now, before the trade deadline, says we're not trying to win a Super Bowl. We're not. We're literally in the midst of trying to go for a repeat. We're currently, that's what's happening right now. The Philadelphia Eagles are in the midst of trying
That's the bulletin report. Yeah, that's a fact.
And in the midst of trying to repeat, your suggestion is to trade away our best wide receiver. That's your suggestion. No. That's counter to what a team, if a team is trying to repeat this year, you know what I'm saying? You don't break a knife before you go to a fight. That's what you're saying. That's what everyone's saying. And then on top of that, strap ourselves with a hell of a damn dead money cap hit. Are you out of here?
That's the problem. That's where
I'm at.
The real issue.
And so my thing is, we can't win a Super Bowl without AJ Brown. Antoine, are you still there? Okay, there's Antoine. We can't win a Super Bowl without AJ Brown. That's the part that, like, I will never like back off of that. We can't win a Super Bowl without him. My thing is the antics that are coming with it. That's becoming frustrating to me personally. Like, to me personally, the tweeting, the IG, that's the annoying part to me. To where it's like, we just need, like, you would think somebody would just sit him down, have that conversation, and, like, I'm glad that this game happened against the Giants. Like, without him there, like, because at the end, I'm going to get to it. Because, remember, we were thinking we can't win games without A.J. Brown. We can't be explosive.
No, the media thinks that. We know we can't.
No, but I'm saying, like, without A.J. Brown, like, remember, that playoff game without A.J. Brown against the Bucs,
we got smoked.
Yeah, we were out. And so we were drilled with the mentality of we need AJ Brown to win games. And I think also, I hate to say it, I think AJ kind of thought a little bit of that too.
For sure.
Just a tad.
For sure.
So I think for him to see that and for him to see the production that we had and how much of an explosive game we had, I think that was an eye opener to him too. Like, okay, this squad, they can do it. Just imagine me on that field now.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think
he would have been part of all of that.
Needed.
Yeah, he had to eat a little humble pie, and that's good for him because he was kind of getting full of himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you need to sit down, enjoy the show because the show goes on with or without you. Now, do you want to be a part of this movie, or do you just want to be a spectator sitting on the sideline pouting, wishing you get your way in Cleveland? You know what I'm saying? I keep going back to that. Like, bro, you can be playing anywhere else in the world. You playing for one of the greatest organizations in this decade, and you crying and you bitching and you complaining. Come on, bro. We need you more than you need us. I mean, you need us more than we need you. That's what I meant to say.
It's a fact.
But let's not act like, let's not act like we in a bad situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, we in a good situation.
Yeah.
AJ Brown, you in a good situation. Stop with the madness, bro. I get what you're saying, Warren. Like, it is getting annoying, but
it's too
in
much.
order for us to win in the playoffs and make a deep run in the playoffs, we need him, but we need him at his best. We need him to have a clear mind and to be focused on winning other than anything else, above anything else. Focus on winning, bro.
Leo, I see the face. Leo, what you got to say?
Let Leo go ahead, because
I'm sitting here like, I totally disagree.
Talk on it.
Go ahead, say it.
What's going on, Todd?
I'll give you my point.
I'm like, well, one, if I'm not upset about tweets or anything like that, because better him being in the tweets. I wouldn't even mind him having a podcast, none of that, because you know what? His ass ain't in the club. His ass ain't out there in the streets. That's number one. Number two, you know what I'm saying? And that's because I'm local, but this dude loves Philadelphia.
Yeah, no, I believe you. He shouts out Philly every time. He shouts
And-
out every time.
I have a big problem.
and the
with this thing. I can't wait
city-
to say what I gotta say.
And the city loves him. Okay.
We
love
do.
him. You know what I'm saying? Like they got his car back in a day.
Mhm.
You
That's
know what
true.
I'm saying? They got his car back in a day.
Yeah,
The other thing too is that I after and this is based off of your suggestion, Warren, but I did look at the Jeffrey Lurie interview and listened and read it and stuff, and I was like, oh, okay.
Mhm.
I think he's doing what he's doing because it's all good with the coaching staff and everything like that.
Okay.
I think they're good with it. You know what I'm saying?
I think
Just
they
like
can
they-
manage it. It's
Yeah, I
manageable.
think that's what if that's all they got to do, and he ain't going overboard. You see what I'm saying? He's just saying a few things, and then the other thing I'll say to you is that you got to remember, man, this team, period, we're literally at war with WIP. Okay, it's a war.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is
That's
a
true.
thing. Yeah, look, the ranted about their hate words, hurt saying he's average quarterback. Leo, that's ridiculous thoughts. Okay, me, Metal Mike. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, they don't really. Everybody here is still suffering from PTSD over T.O. and McNabb.
For sure.
You know, okay,
It's definitely not that. They're definitely more mature than them. I will give
right,
you
and
that.
that's the thing. Like
Jalen for sure is.
Yeah.
Jalen is not. AJ is not mature.
I
at
was going
all.
to say that's because of the
Are you
quarterback.
crazy?
That's
Yeah.
definitely
Because
because of the
Jalen's not
quarterback.
feeding into it. Jalen not
Right.
feeding into nothing. I have a big problem with AJ tweeting. I'm not gonna lie to you because you're a grown man getting paid millions of dollars, and I'm a big AJ fan. But there's no way you can't be no Twitter fingers on there crying about they using me, not using me. You know what you're doing, bro. You know that there's a cryptic message behind that. You know it's gonna get attention. This is my thing.
Yeah, but you know what? You
Hold
heard
on,
what
wait,
that
hold on,
meant,
Leo. Let me
right?
go. It's a 53-man roster, right? The team is not about you. You don't need to make a tweet to get attention. You need to play football, put up stats, and that's the attention you need.
But
You
do you
don't
know
need
what?
the
But do you
attention.
do you know what the using me, not using me was
Forget
about?
about it. You don't need to be putting it. It doesn't matter what it means. You leave room for speculation, and that's what AJ's done. And all AJ need to stay off his phone. I don't know how he don't got nobody next to him, bro. Leo, you around my age. Ain't no Twitter fingers back in the day in our time. AJ's one of them new school YN type of people. You understand? So I don't see the point in making a tweet that you know is gonna get the media's attention, is gonna stir the pot. You know it's gonna do it. He's literally sitting in his car in his house, wherever he's at, know what's gonna happen, and he purposely does it. And
Leo stirred up right now. You got Leo stirred up.
No, I
It's the fifth time he's done this. Fourth or the fifth time. This is the fourth or the fifth time you got to pull him into the office. You know they pull him into the office. AJ, what's going on?
Well, that thing that Leo said he was reading, Diana Rossini basically interviewed Jeffrey Lurie, and he says the Eagles perform best when there is like it's when people use that saying, the method behind the madness.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. So Jeffrey Lurie says
I see what's going on.
We're a attention-based team. We need
when
attention.
all that craziness is going on, because it forces the team to stay focused and stay on track with what's truly.
AJ won't retire and he keep tweeting. AJ won't retire in Philly. He keep tweeting. That's all I gotta say.
I think
well.
I don't think that like
let's strip AJ asshole. I still think this is AJ's last year. I'm a big AJ fan, but this is probably his last season in Philly. He'll be traded next year.
I think we got 2 more years with AJ.
If they could tolerate it, I think they up to their neck with his bullshit already.
Well, I think the way that Leo's looking at it too, Leo's looking at the contract, and Leo sees it as, those are void years that can hurt us at the end of the day. With us having to pay,
they can.
Yeah,
if you don't trade them,
you got to worry about, are you going to pay Davis? Are you going to pay Nakobe Dean? You got people you need to pay, and letting AJ go, that literally flushes all that down the drain. So
more than the help.
Financial perspective, it does hurt you. So you would need to
find. They could move on from the deal after this year. Another team would be willing to take on that deal.
Well, this is the reason why I bring up
another team would be fully willing to take on the AJ deal, and all the money would shift to them and all the guarantees.
Well, this is the reason why I bring up the Jaguars.
Well, it don't work like that.
I used to live
Yeah, I was gonna say, Jay, it don't work that way.
No, the Eagles would take the dead cap hit, but let me tell you something. They would still get value back for AJ. They're not trading him for nothing. They still would get value. It would just be a dead.
What do you think you can get for AJ? What do you think?
And remember, this team took the biggest dead money cap hit when they let go of Wentz, so they'll let go of anybody, bro.
Yep.
Remember that.
Yep.
They're going down in history.
Yep.
Remember that.
Yeah, but remember when but you got to also think about it like this too, Jay. When they made that move with the intention that this is not going to be the same roster. We're getting a new head coach. We get a new quarterback. We get a new scheme. They flushed everything down the toilet that they made with that.
And they got a lot of players off the books,
and they got a lot of players off the
books.
But
now flushing one player and losing that much, now you mess with other players' money.
This is my thing. This is my thing with AJ, bro. And I even go back to this. Antoine, right? Antoine said, we're going to start using AJ more, he's going to get injured. We start using AJ more, he get injured. That's another thing, too. His availability hasn't been the best. You know, for somebody who's talking so much, and somebody who's about using and not using and whatever they want.
Jay's about to get him.
I'm just saying, for somebody like him, you understand, who hasn't been available every single time we need you. You're not as reliable as Smitty. Feel me? You're not always there. You know, it's not always around. You're not as reliable as Jalen. Feel me? As far as the health standpoint, but you always got something to say on the damn Twitter.
Okay, so take all that. So take all that availability, the tweets, all that, everything like. Let me ask you something,
Bob.
Have you still got? Have you gotten a good return on investment?
Oh, of course, from AJ Brown you have. But how much longer do you want to deal with it? It's like you having a. It's like you just.
It's not
deal
like
it. They dealing.
But here's the thing: what coaches are complaining? None.
The coaches are never going to complain.
No, they're not because there's none. There's none.
Mm-hmm.
Like
it's
like
rare to see a coach complain of star wide receivers right next to the quarterback as far as the hierarchy on the team.
What other players are complaining?
Ain't nobody gonna talk about him. Ain't nobody's gonna sit there and talk about AJ.
I think you do have a point there because AJ's walking up to Coop. Him and Coop playing around with each other.
And AJ don't have a C on his chest. He don't have a C on his chest because of the bullshit with Twitter. But he is the captain on that. He is the captain. He got it now, but I'm saying he didn't initially. Initially, when he got there, he didn't get to see. He had to earn that.
Yeah, but he was only. You do realize this is only our third year with AJ Brown.
Yes,
we're only in year 3,
and it's been a lot. And like you said, we've got a lot of return. Once again, I'm a huge AJ fan. I definitely am. He's who transformed Jalen Hurts. He transformed Jalen Hurts into a passer. He was the one. He was the one. Him and Saquon are the reason why we have this little dynasty thing going on. Those are the two changes.
Listen, this Jay Leo, this what you not understanding, bro. Like me personally, bro, I look deep into the game. Like I don't just watch the game. You know, I look at the psyche of the game. So yeah, in the video game, yeah, we want him on the team regardless. But in real life, I mean, we want him on the team. You know what I'm saying? But what he's doing in real life is he's stirring up the media, he's stirring up the locker room, and that plays a factor in how far you can go. Because Antonio Brown, he was great.
Wait a minute. When you say he stirs up the locker room, what evidence are you using to say that he stirs up the locker room?
Listen. When have you ever heard Smitty say anything about anything? Never. But here lately, Smitty been saying like, yeah, you know, we can. I was like, AJ Brown is rubbing off. Whether he want to or not, he's rubbing off. Now Smitty is talking like, yeah, we do need to get this or we do need that. Smitty never says anything. See what I'm saying?
And
so I'm saying like even as fans.
So when he does, but here's the thing: Smitty never says anything. Lane Johnson never says anything. You know what I'm saying? And those are two players that became vocal. Like Lane and them got vocal last season, and then they did it again this year. You know what I'm saying? And none of it, like
now, when I say anything, I mean like complaining. You don't hear Smitty complain about anything. Now,
yes. All right. The way Smitty expresses it is different than the way AJ expresses it. You know what I'm saying? But to be honest with you, I think a lot of times they're on the same page about what their issues may be.
True.
But what I'm telling you is that I'm just trying to figure out. All I want to know is that when it comes to the building, when it comes to everything within the NovaCare
culture,
yeah, what is AJ disturbing within NovaCare? And
so I don't think he's doing anything in the.
We don't know.
Probably not messing with.
We
the team's culture.
But look how the team looks. Look how the team and the chemistry looks. But look how the team and the chemistry looks when he's off the field.
But hey, we can't use that all the way.
But that's what he needs to understand. The team is not about him. You're gonna get your call.
Right, and I was gonna say, yeah.
And the Giants have a good defense. The Giants have a good defensive
They
line.
do, but okay. Would you feel comfortable with AJ playing? Would you feel comfortable with AJ on the sideline playing Green Bay?
Listen to me. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you right now. All we're trying to say is AJ needs some humble sauce. You understand it? He got it on Sunday. He got the humble sauce on Sunday.
I don't think so.
You know, he got it because let me tell you something. Smitty is capable of doing. Smitty is capable. Smitty is once again a better route runner than AJ and is capable of taking over a game. If you get Smitty in his spot, they're different type of receivers. They do it differently, but Smitty is fully capable. AJ was sitting there with his hoodie all the way up.
Do you think AJ found out? You think AJ found that out this past Sunday?
No, he didn't find that out this past Sunday because they both complement each other. But look at this. Somebody said in the comments, T.O. and AJ not the same. T.O. had a media storm in his driveway. Times are different right now. For the person who made that comment, I don't know who made that comment.
There wasn't Twitter.
The media storm is on your phone right now. The same stirring T.O. did is the same stirring AJ is doing. We're in a different world, brother. It's digital now.
No, it's not.
It's much more.
I'm telling you, like whatever. All I know is that whatever I said it before. Just tell me what if it's about the Nova, if it's coming from the NovaCare complex, tell me about that. But if you're telling me the media doesn't like it, I can give less than a damn about the media because around here, bro, they shitted on him because he says yes,
Leo,
man.
If you don't think
hold on, Jay, they shitted on. Wait a minute, Jay. They shitted on him because he says yes, ma'am, no, sir, yes, sir, no, ma'am.
You talking about Jalen Hurts?
Yes.
You talking about who?
How he calls his dad Coach Hurts?
Yes, because he was raised in Texas.
Yeah.
And they shitted on him here.
Oh, you talking about the media?
They don't like him. They don't like these guys here.
Now listen.
What you're saying is like you're saying the same things that these same people who be manufacturing these controversies.
So basically, hold on. You agree? You have no problem with AJ tweeting what he's tweeting?
Especially now that I know.
So we could disagree on that.
We
fully disagree on that
because now I know why.
That's a distraction. That's a distraction.
Do you know why?
99%.
Do you know what he meant by using me?
Forget about if it's not using me, it's not using me. Go back to before. Forget what do you think that means? What do you think that means?
He said it meant he was I'm getting my catches, but you're not using me in the bad man. I'm not not in the bad way. Not in the bad way. That's what he said. He said it got misconstrued. Media twisted it and everything like that.
Nah,
I don't believe that.
But my whole thing is,
bro.
My whole thing is
brainwashing the world.
My thing is, it wouldn't be a conversation if you didn't post it.
You see how we talking about it?
My biggest thing is the fact that it's being posted.
Everything.
You're
talking about AJ's tweeting. It's a topic. He made it a
topic. Jay is heated right now.
No, because he made it a topic,
Jay is
bro.
Heated right now.
We're speaking about it. We should be speaking about football, but we're speaking about Twitter fingers AJ.
That's not his problem. That's not his fault. That's your fault.
That
is his fault.
That is his fault.
That is his fault.
Justin Jefferson ain't tweeting.
He went down that rabbit hole.
But this is okay.
Who created the rabbit hole?
That's the and
no,
I think
I just can't believe the only reason why AJ tweeting.
The only reason why, okay, hold on. Let's
let Warren cook. Let Warren cook.
Order back. Let's restore Warren cook. So remember, last year we had Brandon Graham. Brandon Graham opened his mouth a little too much last week. Last
he
week.
Apologized.
I think when he did that, I think he accidentally opened up a can of worms that's leaking over to this year. Yes, they got a Super Bowl out of it. You got a ring. The ring kind of puts the blanket over everything. I think at the end of the day, what we all gotta, at the end of the day, just be comfortable with is AJ and Jalen Hurts are not as close as they were in the beginning. In the beginning, they weren't as close, We personally do not care about that.
Right.
As Philadelphia Eagle fans, we care about rings and we care about getting to the championship. We don't care if you're not buddies. Now,
Right.
there's a lot of facts and documentation that's shown that they are not as close as they used to be. However, now that somebody is adding on, now your game played, because that was personal. That was personal stuff. You can work with somebody and personally not be cool with them. Now you're bringing up the way they work now. So now you're talking about the way that your quarterback is balling now. You're talking about the way that he's playing the quarterback position. So now it's like it's taking it to another level. That's my thing with it.
So
now,
he said all he said was passing.
No, but this is the thing though, Leo. That's not, if that was the only thing he said, we wouldn't be talking about it.
Right, but
it's almost every week is something. And my thing is it's irritating. It's like, bro, I don't want to be turning on ESPN and they're talking to AJ Brown. I know how dominant my team is. I know we have a dynasty team.
Let's move on from AJ. Look at the comments. Let's just leave. I don't even want to talk about AJ anymore.
Yeah,
Leo, we from Texas, bro. You understand? So me being from Texas, Jalen Hurts being from Texas, it's only so much politeness you can get from us. Like, yeah, up north, y'all got more of that assholish nature or whatever. So when he say that him and Jalen Hurts not as cool as they used to be, because every time he threw a touchdown, a big play to AJ, he the first one running down there to celebrate with AJ. Now he just do his job and he get out the field. AJ wanna, well, they use me, but they not use me. Man, shut the hell up, bro. Nobody want to hear that shit.
He wants to keep becoming employee of the month rather than
come on, man.
That's what it looks
he got
like.
121, but he ain't mad. He ain't get 182. That's why he's.
You know what I'm saying? And you can never satisfy a diva. Never.
Wow.
You can't. What diva has been satisfied?
Leo,
Leo.
Leo, I want to dive into this, and I want to ask you a real question though.
Mm-hmm.
For you to see the way that we feel that AJ Brown is becoming a distraction, what would you need to see to say, yo, this dude is a distraction? What would AJ have to do for you to say this dude is truly a distraction on this team? Because what we're seeing is it's just annoying. To me, it's personally annoying.
I'll use the most recent of histories, because then that's when I knew shit was bad. You know what I'm saying? And that was, look at the way things was when Carson Wentz was the quarterback, and the way the strife was in the locker room.
Did you want to see him go?
I'm saying Darren Sproles tried to whoop his ass.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Shit came to blows. Okay.
That came out later, though. That came out later. We didn't find out.
No, bro. We was hearing about that as it was happening here.
I did.
I thought that was Golden Tate that brought that up.
No. We knew that there was. What Golden Tate did was he did the same thing the Last Dance did.
He put the names on it. He put the names on it.
That we knew, but we didn't know the details. Darren Sproles told us, like, oh, this is
this is my thing though. This is how I counter that. That was about two quarterbacks. There was one side of the locker room that wanted Carson Wentz. There's another side that like Nick Foles. These are two different positions.
Even before Nick Foles, you got to understand Carson Wentz was not a good teammate, and this is before Nick Foles even got.
You talking about North Dakota Carson Wentz?
Yes, Carson Wentz. Yes, North Dakota Carson Wentz. Yes.
So what? So what was the? So you're saying the whole Darren Sproles thing?
I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to see Carson Wentz gone? Yes or no?
Yes. I wanted him gone.
At what point?
The moment you show me bitch assness, you got to go. You can't be on my team.
So that's what it's gonna take. But AJ gonna have to show some bitch assness.
Yeah, as soon as you show me bitch assness.
So what would you need to? What would you truly need to see from AJ? Would you need to like? What would? That's what I'm saying. Like, what would he need to do for you to be like, yeah, bro, just whatever y'all got to do, just get him out.
It certainly isn't tweeting, and it isn't even being on the podcast. It's being a locker room distraction. You know what I'm saying? When you're being a detriment to the team.
Now we haven't seen evidence.
And there is nothing. There's nothing about anything that AJ Brown has done, or said, or tweeted that make him a locker room distraction or a detriment to the team.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, listen, if your teammates gotta answer questions about you, you a distraction, good or bad. If your
you know what, man? Listen,
if your teammates gotta answer questions about you,
the teammates haven't been asking him.
Bro,
bro,
they literally asked a third string linebacker, how did Kelsey tell y'all about him and Taylor Swift getting married?
Once again, we're not even. If you look at the totality of what he's done when it comes to distracting his team, he has a history, bro.
And has it been to the detriment?
We could go to the next side. We will never know. We'll never know. Well, we won't know until later on.
And has he?
I don't think there is, because I can definitely say, watching Coop and Blankenship's podcast, Coop praises him. Like Devontae says, he's a good teammate. Everybody says they know where his heart is. Now, this could just be simply.
That's not the question, but bro, we're not. My point is, my whole argument is he's putting a media distraction. I'm not saying he's messing up players, people all focused. My thing is, why is this even a topic? Why are you doing it? You know what you're doing. It's a psychological game.
What is your purpose behind
that? What's your purpose behind this? Why do you want so much attention, bro? Because Jalen's getting attention, because the team is getting. Why does it have to be about AJ Brown?
Check on your team.
He is a psychology major.
AJ Brown, Kelly Green jersey, bro. I'm a big AJ Brown supporter. I
really
think
he
a psychology major.
Questions. No, wait a minute. I really think that those are valid questions. The problem that I have is that I don't think that it's AJ that you should be asking those questions to. I really think you should be asking those questions about the media. I really do.
The media pushing it, right? The media that's pushing it.
But
yeah,
Leo, whatever he writes is under a microscope. Every word even like you see what he said. Even if let's say hypothetically he didn't mean it like that, Leo. Let's just say that. But now the media is gonna spin it, even if he didn't mean it. Because
but at the same time, that's the media's job, though.
Like, yeah, but that is the media's job.
They won't have a job.
But let's go to the next topic, bro. Let's go to the next topic.
Yeah, like that's the media's job. But no, I'm glad we kind of got it out a little bit.
Trust me, bro. We could have
get it out.
We need at the end of the day when it comes down to it,
this is why this is and everybody watching right now. We got 46 people watching. We appreciate y'all checking us out, hearing about this AJ talk. AJ isn't going anywhere, so all you Cowboy fans that were hoping that we would have a Micah Parsons situation over here, we good. Anybody else that we about to face, any opponents, hoping that we would trade AJ Brown, it's not happening
because we need him. We need him. Yeah, if we're gonna make the run,
it's definitely not happening.
We gotta do
but yeah, it's definitely not happening. But let's dive into this.